I mean, listen, anything is possible. You know, he has a job to do against George Cambosis Jr. And defend his IBF world title. You know, I have Keith Conley here in my beret, so they're doing they're doing a great job with me. They've helped me along like this whole journey, honestly, and my father. So I'm just gonna let them handle that with the paperwork and all that. Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, sir. It's cool.
Boxing Social. Tia, you seem to have embraced this whole fight week. How much did you enjoy being here in New York and showing out for your fans? And every day they had it in Manhattan Center, they packed it out and they were chanting your name. How much have you enjoyed that? Would you want to come back here for your next fight?
I mean, I love New York, you know what I'm saying? And this is an historic night. You know, there's nothing like fighting in the center of Times Square. I mean, this is something I could definitely tell my son, who's 3 years old right now, and then tell, you know, his children, you know, so that's something that no one can ever take away from me. I definitely love it. I love New York, not the taxes, but I love New York. Yeah.
Especially coming in with a cab, you know. Yeah, that was the most important one. You know, I don't know where they got the Batman thing from, but I think coming in a taxi cab, you know, and one of the old school taxi cabs was one of the best things that, you know, could have happened for him. I think they should have just left him up there in the roof. I mean, when I stored up the crowd, it would have been crazy. Well, you know, that's the way it is. They don't allow us to do a couple of things, and so they're always on top of us. But like I tell my son, you know, it's better to just you know, be strong and take everything and work hard for it than just be given. You know what I'm saying? And there's a big exception right now with everything that's happening. These fighters are not taking things very seriously. You know what I'm saying? They're getting all these things given to them, and they don't earn them. So this is what happens. You have to stay in the gym.
Being the only world title defense on the card and opening the card as a world champion, do you take that as any disrespect? Is that part of your statement tonight?
No, not at all. I gave up on fighting the business. I'm being honest. I gave up on it. I'm the greatest, honestly. I actually inspired a lot of these fighters that are now undisputed. I inspired a lot of women boxing as well. I think that I'm just one of those guys that have to, I'm the guy that's going to take the whips and the lashes, and that's fine, you know, as long as it's paving a better way for the next generation. And I think that's what we're doing. You know, that's what I'm doing. That's why I told my father, I could care less. You know, tonight was a great night, don't get me wrong, but just another win. Doesn't feel like...
You know, I always tell him, you know, being first is always good. Because then you see the emotion of the crowd dying out because we put up a great performance, and then all of a sudden
I gotta say though,
you don't see nobody screaming.
I think this is why people don't understand greatness at its finest until it's gone. It's because of the amount of adversity and obstacles you have to endure going through this road. It's not easy. These I've heard them.
Nobody has this.
And no, let me explain.
Nobody.
You know, and this is the thing. I'm learning to just be one with it, one with all of you guys. I know you guys have to put out there that I'm crazy and stuff, and that's fine. I am crazy. It's crazy to freaking fight in the center of Times Square amongst all of you, of course. However, this is what greatness is. Seeing what you could do, and I'm just trying to inspire Radio Ryan. I'm just trying to inspire now.
Exactly.
I think growing up now a little bit, you know, there's no need to battle something that is inevitable. So I just gotta find my path and my road, and that's why tonight I am the best fighter in the night. However, congratulations to Rolly Romero, and kudos to Devin Haney coming back, you know, from suing. You know?
And you know, we're doing things that nobody's doing, and everybody's just like can't believe it. He's not even in his prime yet. I mean, he showed you a little bit of what he could do. You know, we need a lot of things to work on still. and you know, 2-time lineal champion at 25. Crawford just did it at 36. So you know, I gotta say it, man. It's just the truth, man. And so we still have a lot to get to the sport, and we just want to be humble, you know. Just, you know,
I think, look, all of you guys are helping us, truthfully. You're not really hurting us no more. You're helping us. You're helping us to be okay with the hardships. It's okay. I didn't quit. My bad. But God gave me the gift to do it better than everybody and look better than everybody. What you want me to do? If you're mad at me, be mad at God, not me. He gave me it. I just didn't quit. So, you know.
Do you have any final words for Barbosa and his team? I know this was a fight that was years in the making, and they seem to take it personal that they didn't get to fight for some years. Do you have any final words for them?
I mean, he wasn't ready. I mean, he probably didn't understand the question, but he wasn't ready. He didn't have lines for us to take, you know what I'm saying? He was looking for world champions, you know. He just won the interim, didn't he?
Yeah.
He beat Clary?
No,
Carol. So he just won the interim, so then we said, okay, let's fight. You know, 29-0, you know, and that all went real fast. So,
No, he was 32-1. Now he's 32-1. We just dropped him. 3-2. But it's okay, yeah. To Barbosa, don't worry, man. You lost to the best, the greatest. I mean, it's not a problem. You're gonna be lifted still. See, if I lost to him, that's it. I'm jobless. I gotta go look for a job. Yo, I don't think I'm not kidding there either. I'm not fucking kidding. Like, yeah, that's
he's kidding.
No, I'm not.
He's kidding.
Teo, Steve Corino, KOR Sports, congratulations, man. You know, Bill Haney says that Devin Haney is the youngest undisputed lightweight champion. Obviously,
Well,
you know, obviously, you know, you had the issue with the super champion and all that, but you know, I've told you before, I believe you're the first 2-time lineal undisputed champion. I mean, is that maybe something you want to clarify in the ring with him, being that you two were the two A sides to get the victory tonight?
I'd say this. No, he is the youngest now. I was the first youngest. I was the first youngest, and I was the first youngest. Not only that, but the first lightweight lightweight to do it in that division to become undisputed in the 4-belt era. All they did was just copy and paste for Devin Haney to do it. No problem with that. Kudos to him. You know what I'm saying? It's just how do you perform afterwards? What is the aftermath? You know? See, I think of a champion is you got to take your losses like your wins and learn from them. And if you can't, then you can't go and just tell yourself that you're undefeated. You're gonna be fine like how you fought Jose Ramirez the whole time. You don't believe in yourself. You can lie to everybody. You can lie to yourself, but when you're in that ring, the ring is gonna tell you everything you need to know. And that's boxing for you. But I could care less, man. Accolades anymore. I remember watching Kobe Bryant, and he won so many titles, so many championships, MVPs, all this, and he realized he's never gonna get his way. So I'm just taking one book from him, or at least a page, to learn that I just gotta inspire. See how many people I can affect in a good, positive light. Because I don't know, I pissed a lot of people off on my rise, and still am. It's pretty cool.
Teo, Jose Fighting.com. You know, a lot of fans at ringside were talking about how humid it was and how weird it was to be out during the day. When you entered the ring, the sun was still out, and when Ryan fought, the sun had set. So, just physically, did it feel different in there with the humidity and just the sun being out there?
No, man, you're a fighter. You gotta fight through all of it. I don't understand the whole idea of is the weather fine if it's not. I was hoping it was raining, I wanted to have that type of intense battle with somebody, where it's raining outdoors and it's quiet, or it's you gotta prepare yourself for the worst. You can't call yourself a fighter. I don't know, man. I think. I really think, man, a lot of these fighters are paranoid. I mean, to a lot of you guys, like, I was I was the guy that was supposed to fight and represent Team USA in the Olympics in 2016. I got jobbed. I got robbed from that. You know, I got stripped since the amateurs. It's been happening since forever, man. I think that it's never
We used
gonna
to
end.
it. We used to it.
I'm getting used to it. It's never gonna end. I'm happy, but the win is not as. It's not the same.
It is the same because, you know, I told him, he was a little kid, I said, listen, man, you remember when you used to want to see Floyd, you went crazy when he held your hand and you started running and you just wanted to pursue your career and you just wanted to keep on boxing. That's what he's doing to a lot of these kids. And those are questions that you guys should be asking, you know? How, first of all, how we did the game plan, how we was able to stop Barbosa from doing what he does to everybody else. You know, those are the questions that you guys should be asking. You're not asking that, you know? Because they're only asking you questions. They're not asking me questions, which I'm the trainer. And they're not asking nothing no questions, but he's the trainer. So you guys gotta do your job better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Constructive criticism.
dissing you guys, but I gotta say the truth. How did we beat Barbosa? And you know what? You're never gonna find out.
You gotta love it, man. Dynamic duo. We got Mil LaCroix right there sitting with you guys, and definitely someone that I started with. You know, he helped me a lot this camp as well, keeping me back to being smooth, slick, defense as well. You know, just all of those things, the jabs. We didn't stop. You know, I could have went 15 rounds with Barbosa. I still want to push that at least 13 rounds or something. You know. Want to die in the ring one day, you know. So,
Say that.
you know, but like, no, because you die for what you love. I love what I love, man. I love boxing. Any more questions?
Tio, Crystal Boxing and Barbecue. So you had a performance of the night. Do you now feel like you should be the headliner every single time?
No, not at all. No, man.
We don't care about that.
I care about the more money. There you go. Give me
Listen,
more
let me
money.
tell you something. You keep on pushing and pushing. That'll come.
Five out of the night, give me 10 million more. There you go.
You know,
That's all.
we wanted to fight to Terrence Crawford. Everybody laughing at us. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, Crawford and Shakur were cheerleading for Barbosa the whole night. I was very. And
I don't know about Clarissa Shields, man, because she was like trying to annoy me. So, I mean, not annoy me, but avoid me. You know what I'm saying? So they just want him out the game. It's not gonna happen.
Everybody wants
He's
to
got
have
the fastest.
everybody's a click. Everybody's a click.
So everybody's a click to try to take him out. It's not gonna happen. He's got the fastest hand in boxing, the best IQ. I mean, ain't nobody been seeing nothing like the way he moved tonight. You know, a Pernell Whitaker type of movement.
I was watching it this morning.
It was crazy.
I was watching Aaron Pryor this morning.
We got entertainment, bro. It's entertainment. I mean, that's what the little kids like to see. You know, like, you know, Mike Tyson. I mean, everybody liked his knockouts. You know, Pernell Whitaker. Everybody liked his slickness, the way he couldn't get hit. You know, so we just put all those things together and become a better fighter.
With this finance that I got for this fight, I think I'm gonna open a gym finally in South Florida. Not in Miami because we respect Mateo and Boxar. Boxar gym is amazing and dope, but somewhere a little bit up north, like Fort Lauderdale. I think I'm gonna take my time and my talents to Fort Lauderdale and build my gym over there and have that, you know, have all these belts hung up, you know, in that gym and create a good avenue and not just to make money, that's too simple, but to help others get off the streets, you know, and inspire them to know that they can do it too.
One thing I wanted to say, this will never be happening if it wasn't for Mike and Keith next to us. I saw the vision. I told my son, I called him, I said, listen, what do you think about these guys? And he said, yeah, I think I like them. And here we are, you know. So we gotta give a lot of props to them, a lot of props to his mother, because he wouldn't be here without her.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, my mom, I love my mother, man. I gotta say, I love my mother. She's crazy. It's cool times.
She never seen none of this fights. So. me on TV. You know? So you guys call her right after the fight because she looks great.
All right.
Yeah. But I mean, any other questions?
Yeah, it's Kevin Garcia with Fight ITO. You know, I kind of got in here late, but I wanted to ask you just how do you feel about, you know, being the fighter who stole the show tonight? Devin and you know, Ryan, unfortunately, Devin got the win, but maybe not the way he wanted to, and Ryan obviously lost. So what do you think about being the guy who stole the show? Like you said, your fight was.
This is God's plan. He's doing it all for me. I'm just following it. You know, I'm grateful. I'm not gonna say that I'm not. You know, or I'm not gonna embrace it like it's not a big deal. But you guys should have already known this by now. It's cool. It's a cool time. Cool event, man. It wasn't as big as I expected it to get, but it got bigger throughout the rounds and the night. So it was awesome.
One more thing before we leave. I just want to say, you know, say hi to Bob, Arum,
Yes.
one of the greats.
Good
You
job.
know, we still love you, Bob. You know,
Yeah.
Give us a call.
Absolutely, we love you, Bob Arum, and I think you promoted many fights, tremendous fights. Your legacy will live on, just not with top enough. All right.
Yeah, just get rid of your team, except the matchmakers.
Saquon Jones with the boxing voice.
What's up, Saquon?
Great show tonight, Tio. It was a lot of commotion going on after the fight, but I didn't know if you got a chance to hear Hitchens screaming at you from the outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about how, if you heard it, first of all, or, you know, what do you think of that?
I heard it from down there because that's where he belongs. You know what I'm saying? We stay on top. You know, these guys are still trying to climb up that mountain. You know, but good luck for him against George Kambosos Jr. And may the best man win in Madison Square Garden at the theater. What is it, June 12th? June 17th? 14th? June 14th? I might attend. Who knows?
And one more thing, I'm an older guy, so I'm not sure if you ever heard of Emmanuel Augustus.
Of course. The drug
did
master.
you take some of his moves out?
We actually worked with him.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I used to watch him on ESPN. I swear you look just like him sometimes.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
He was always good with the heavyweights because of his jab.
Yeah.
Keeping your straight, you know, composure and just throwing that jab.
No, the dance.
Yeah, the dancing part.
Yeah. That's to get the other guy out of his rhythm. And if you're slick like I am, you'll be able to do it. You know, I'm just trying to bring back. You gotta know. It's okay. It's okay, champ. It's
I thought
okay.
he was talking about the coach.
So at what point, you do that a lot in fights, like at what point in your fights do you have that confidence to, because you still got to be cautious.
Yeah.
But you did it with Josh Taylor, you did it with a couple other guys. Like, what gives you that go ahead
Rhythm.
when you know you
The eyes never lie, Chico. The eyes don't lie. I always stare at them, and I can tell their confidence is going down every time because they just can't. It's different, and I'm only getting better. I think now is when I'm gonna start touching my prime. But 27. Damn. I got like 10 years in this. I got 10 more years.
Yeah, he's all famous already.
Yeah.
Future.
My time of making those money that these guys are making will come.
Yes,
I got 10
exactly.
years. I got 10
all the
years.
time. You know what I'm saying? Do it for the kids. Do it for everybody, for all you guys, for the fans. That's what we do it for.
This is my first post press conference. That's cool.
Wait, did you hear Terrence Crawford and Shakur giving?
Fuck those guys.
No, but did you hear them giving?
They both suck each other's,
Alright, so I was just seeing if
I was hearing them cheerlead Barbosa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
By the 7th, 8th round, they still quiet though.
Alright.
But they can't get at me. Why not?
Listen, they came especially
Why
for
can't they
this.
get at me?
They came especially
Why
for
can't?
us.
Why?
They came
What they
especially
scared
for
of?
us.
Losing to a Latino? What they scared of? Come on. What happened?
Listen, man, I told Terrence Crawford I seen them legs, they're already done, man. You know, and I'm happy for the guy because he's getting a good paycheck and then he's on his way. But he's never gonna fight a real champ. You know what I'm saying? Like my son. I mean, that Canelo fight is ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Other than that, thank you guys. Hopefully you guys get home safe and sound. Safe travels to each and every one of you. Thank you, and to all those watching, I hope you had a great time and a great night. Times Square Takeover did do his job. You know, and thank you to His Excellency, to Sela, to Keith, to Mike, to all the promoters that played part in this. None of this would be possible.
Man.
Yeah, His Excellency.
Yeah.
And, The Zone. Hey, The Zone.
So,
Appreciate you, The Zone. Now, let me get some equity. Thank you.
good night, guys.